Well, welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today I have some very interesting DC movie universe news. This one I'm kind of late on the news, but I wanted to wait to report on it till I, found more things out about it, till, things became more collective, you know what I mean? Please respect, like button, please subscribe. Yeah, the title is Not Deceiving You. Michael Keaton is heavily rumored to return as Batman. Now, what does this mean? It can mean tons and tons of different things. Now, Michael Keaton's, so it says this article, Michael Keaton to be, can't talk. Michael Keaton's Batman to become the Nick Fury of the DC movie universe. Michael Keaton's Batman could take on a DC role similar to what Samuel Jackson provides for the MCU. This is interesting, so let me continue. Um, if these talks make can't talk. If these talks make sources say Keaton could end up playing Batman in um in a very similar capacity like Sam Jackson did in Nick Fury, and Batman and appear in multiple films. Batgirl is one of the possible projects. This is interesting because I know what they could be doing, and it is interesting. Um, this is kind of interesting. Okay, so as you know, Samuel Jackson, Nick Fury, had the Shield. Okay, so we know it would make sense to see Michael Keaton play a similar role in the DCU while the MCU still operates as a single universe. What this means for the DCU already has continued that it allows for multiple iterations for the same character. That means Keaton's, Ben Affleck's, and Robert Pattinson's Batman will technically exist in the same massive multi-universe reality and cross into each other's worlds. This would allow Keaton to play an older version of the character he portrayed in Tim Burton's Batman films. This is very interesting to me. So Keaton might be gearing up to play a similar role from, okay, so we know, etc., etc. So, yeah, basically, Michael Keaton's going to return as Batman. There's that is the rumor, and and it's exciting because there's so many ways that they can do this. Again, it's basically been confirmed now that the Batman, the whole Matt Reeves trilogy that we are getting, it's going to be in its own little, corner universe similar to what the Joker is, and it's very similar to what the Joker is and possibly other movies. So I like what they're doing. I can't talk. If you know the comic books, you read some of the comics, you know the like all the Earths and all the multiverses, all in the DC, all in the DC comics, there's like different incarnations. So what could this mean? It could mean a couple of things. I think it could mean possibly it's just another incarnation. And what I mean by that is it's their way of it's actually smart if they do it like this because it says Michael Keaton to come back to play a Nick Fury type role in the DC movie universe. Could he be a part of the DCU? I will elaborate on that more. But what I feel like it makes the more sense because I've heard other things, and it's basically kind of confirmed, but not really, that Michael Keaton's gonna be in tons of roles: the Batgirl movie, the Flash movie, and tons of other roles. Here's what I'm thinking: they're moving forward with a new timeline. And what I mean by that is the Flash, the Flash movie, the Flashpoint movie is going to alter something. I still think, cross the fingers, we're still going to get Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Thomas Wayne. Because it's basically saying right here, Michael Keaton is going to be playing Bruce Wayne. So if they do like a Flashpoint movie, you're still going to need a Thomas Wayne Batman. And why not get Jeffrey Dean Morgan in there to do that? So what I think is going to alter something in the timeline. And what does that mean? I'm not sure, but I feel like it could, be where Ben Affleck's Batman maybe never existed or something like that, and he's always been an older, a very older, rugged type of Batman, and that'd be, you know, um, Michael Keaton's. There's tons of things they could do. They could do a thing where there was policy talks behind the scenes with Ben Affleck and Warner Brothers. They respected that he didn't, that he didn't want to come back, and they thought, when I get Michael Keaton to do what Ben Affleck could have did, you know what I mean? If he wanted to come back, um, I mean, there's tons of ideals. Again, like I said, they could be doing a whole new universe. And what I mean by a whole new universe, I mean this new universe, cannot, it could be connected to the two Burton movies. It could be connected to the into the in the two Burton movies. Think about it that way. They want to have to cast a Joker for this universe. That way, this Batman doesn't have to really suit up because he has already had two films. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of ways they can do this. Like I said, the Flash movie can exist in the DCEU that we have, but what if the Tim Burton movies also exist in this world? What they have been doing in the can't talk. What they have been doing in the CW shows have been, they've been setting up a multiverse, with all these different Earths. And I even think, the Tim Burton Batman movies exists, in the CW shows. So what if that's their way of crossing over the Tim Burton movies, the CW shows, and the DCU movies all in one continuity and creating this big multiverse while creating single movies. You know what I mean? Where I feel like the Batgirl movie, in my opinion, is gonna be more like the Joker and and the Matt Reeves Batman, but it's gonna be connected here and there. Then eventually, I think down the line, Christian Bale could even come back. Who knows, what this means, but Michael Keaton is rumored to come back. Again, this could mean tons of things. It could just mean, it's another universe. Like, the Flash, it's going to alter something in the timeline. So yeah, because again, Michael Keaton is rumored to return in the Flash movie, the Batgirl movie, tons of different projects. So what if the Flash alters something in the timeline? And it creates a whole new timeline, a whole new version of these characters that we've never seen before. In which, maybe, hopefully, we could finally get a Batman Beyond movie. That's what I really want to see Michael Keaton in. And everyone does, is a Batman Beyond movie. And I really mean this. If Warner Brothers, does this, and this is true, the second movie, in my opinion, after the Flash movie, should be a Batman Beyond movie. Then down there, then do the Batgirl movie, but make the Batman Beyond movie first, because don't waste Michael Keaton's potential. Because we all been wanting him in a Batman Beyond movie. I think that'd be so perfect for him. But I'm very excited to see him in the Flash movie. Again, I'm hoping this is true, and I hope he can appear in the Batgirl movie. We shall see what happens. But I'm really thinking this is true because Warner Brothers, the whole AT&T really has been, stepping, up and figuring out, what fans want and what makes the most money. And I think that's kind of smart, Like AT&T has came in there and Warner Brothers came like, what makes money is the fans. And that is true. So do take this with a grain of salt, but a lot of people's been, keep running with it. So it could be confirmed. I'm not sure. Warner Brothers has not commented on this. This is something, that may be true, but we may not know for another month or two or another week. You know what I mean? So we don't know. So let's have a discussion in the comments below. What do you think this possibly means? Do you think it's just, it's just them, connecting, this, the CW shows with this, continuity, or is it going to do a new continuity, or is Michael Keaton playing Ben Affleck's role? You know what I mean? Is he playing Ben Affleck's role? So there's just tons of things that it's really a surprise. And I even think, when this is confirmed officially, it's still going to be a big surprise, and I'm loving it. So let me know how you feel about Michael Keaton possibly returning to the Flash movie and Batgirl movie and the Batgirl movie and tons of different projects. I'm very curious to know what do you think about this news. And yeah, and let me know in the comments below, what do you think they could be doing? So yeah, I'm very curious to know. Make sure you smash that like button, please subscribe, hit the notification bell. See you guys in the next video.